Did you stay at a dorm when you went to college? Were you a dorm? Yeah, me too. Like
There's a suite.
You have to like for like the first
The
year.
concrete walls, and you tape things on them.
So you had my first college experience. We had a suite too. There was like 5 others.
There was 4 rooms and 1 bathroom with 4 toilets and 1 shower.
Yeah, the same as us.
Awful.
At USC.
No air conditioning.
And then did you have to have a girl in your room too, or did you have your own private room?
No, I had a roommate. She
I
was
had
horrible.
a roommate too.
She's
yeah,
a devil.
Mine actually passed away. I swear to God, Black Widow baby. Everybody that comes around me dies.
Angel of Death.
He was so sweet. His name was Can, and he was from Turkey, and he was
That's
just a
great.
sweet man. I know, heart attack. So sad. God
Nice.
sakes.
Aw.
I know. I do
Afternoon
that
show.
to the means.
And
All
that's
right.
time for Afternoon Delight.
Oh, yeah, right.
Segue
We got
of
a
the
show.
year.
It is 3 o'clock on this Swatch Watch, and we are late because we've got a date with Sunny TV, but we'll be all forgiven, of course, because we are on the Cool Kids Show in the afternoon, also known as...
Afternoon Delight.
That's right. We got a Pop Culture Thunderdome quiz. We got snacks, drama, and disappearances today, as well as Boat Drinks, Meme It or Leave It. I've got some sassy ones that came from Mel's page. You can only imagine how dark-souled these are going to
My
be.
algorithm, I swear to God, if anybody were to go into my Instagram, they'd be like, this one needs jail.
Murder, yeah.
So funny.
And then we've got a Reddit rundown report. Something creepy happened on this person's shift, and we are going to help them through this moment. Of course, we have Is This News and Hey Girl, Hey Horoscopes. All right, let's get into Pop Culture Thunderdome Snack Edition. Give me some music.
Sack Edition Thunderdome. What you gonna eat?
Tasty. All right,
Let's go.
this first question. True or false? Dunkaroos, originally launched in 1990, disappeared from the U.S. shelves and later returned in 2020. True or false?
That's true.
You think it's true? Okay. Next up, multiple guess. Which snack was discontinued in 2006, made a limited return in 2018, and is currently listed by its own brand as not available? Was it French Toast Crunch? Was it Planters Cheese Balls? Was it 3D Doritos? Or was it Dunkaroos?
I think it's French Toast Crunch.
Okay, interesting. Next up. Don't forget.
Oh, God, this
You
one.
have Baby Thunderdome. Don't
Yes.
forget. True or false? Crystal Pepsi was first introduced nationwide in 1997 as a direct competitor to Mountain Dew.
No. False.
Okay. Multiple guess. Which cereal originally debuted in the late 1990s was discontinued in 2006 and returned to its original mini toast shape after a fan demand? Was it Oreo O's? Was it Waffle Crisp? Was it French Toast Crunch? Or was it Sprinkle Spangles?
This is French Toast Crunch. This is C, I think.
Okay. Okay. Next up, true or false, Butterfinger BBs were marble-sized candies introduced in the early 1990s and were prompted with help from The Simpsons.
True.
Okay.
Don't lay a finger on your mom, Butterfinger.
That's right.
Bert
Eat my
would say that.
shorts. Next up, multiple choice. Which nostalgic soda returned in 2014 after a fan-led movement helped push Coca-Cola to bring it back?
Coca-Cola.
Was it Pepsi Blue, or was it Surge, or was it Orbitz, or was it Josta?
Surge B.
Okay. Next up, true or false? 3D Doritos returned as Doritos 3D Crunch around 2020-2021, but the comeback flavors were not exactly as the original in 1990s lineup. True or false?
Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz so Mel can get an answer right. That was the beautiful version.
Oh, thank you.
All right, I added a vibrato. Next up, true or false? Dunkaroos are cookies you dip into frosting.
True.
Excellent job.
Dunkaroos.
I really love Dunkaroos, and it
did
was a
too.
rarity for me to have them because Mom was
Yep.
never let me really.
We never
have them.
had sugary stuff in the house. When we did, we went nuts.
Yeah, and I would eat them all like in one sitting.
Yep.
I would hide them in my room.
We never had soda in the house unless people were coming over. So when we
had soda.
we didn't. But
We did it in the 2-liter bottles back in the
Yes,
day.
but we only had it if there was people coming over. So when we would have it because people were coming over, we would go nuts with it.
You
Drink the
guys
whole
probably
2-liter.
couldn't handle your sugars.
We
Definitely
were crazy.
Sugar diabetes. All right, let's get into which discontinued candy developed a cult following after being sold in small metal tins and later inspired a revival style product called Retro Sours.
That's
Was it
easy.
all Altoid Sours? Was it Cream Savers? Was it Butterfinger BB Sours? Was it Bubble Jug?
It's definitely Altoid Sours.
Okay. I used to love them.
So good, yeah.
Next up, true or false? French Toast Crunch was discontinued in the U.S., but General Mills later brought it back with square pieces similar to Cinnamon Toast
Baby
Crunch.
Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz where Mel can get an answer right.
Bravado.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Almost First Coast Opera worthy. All right, multiple guess. Which one is a cereal? French Toast Crunch, Crystal Pepsi, Butterfinger BBs, or Surge?
French Toast Crunch. And that one's making quite the appearance of this quiz today.
I know. She was sponsored by this, I feel. I was like really ready. All right, number 10. Which clear soda was launched during the early 1990s as the clear craze? It disappeared after a short run and later had a limited nostalgia-driven return. Was it Tab Clear? Was it Crystal Pepsi? Was it Clearly Canadian? Or
Oh,
was
I
it
loved
Sprite Remix?
Oh. It could either be Clearly Canadian or Crystal Pepsi. I'm going to say Crystal Pepsi.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I'm going to go get that answer key.
Da 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 da. Bing.
All right. Answer key. This first one, Dunkaroos, launched in 1990, disappeared from the U.S. and returned in 2020. What did you say?
True.
That's correct. General Mills says Dunkaroos were a fan favorite from the 90s and returned to the shelves in 2020. That means the snack had a full nostalgic vanishing act before coming back with frosting-covered confidence. Next up, you said...
I said French Toast Crunch.
Wrong.
Planters cheese balls.
Yes.
Nut.
Planters' own frequently asked questions, cheese balls, and cheese curls were discontinued in 2006, made a limited return.
I knew I got that one wrong as soon as I finalized my answer.
Yes, it's like
Knew
the
it.
orange doth giveth and the
I
orange
hate
doth
those.
take it away.
I never liked them. And Cheetos. I'm not a big Cheetos person.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Next up, Crystal Pepsi, a big
False.
competition. You are correct. Crystal Pepsi launched in the 1990s, not 97, and it was a part of the clear cola craze, not a Mountain Dew citrus battle. Surge was the 1997 Coca-Cola product aimed at the citrus market. Okay. Next up, you said?
French Toast Crunch.
That is correct. This was the debut in the late 1990s. General Mills said French Toast Crunch debuted in 96, was discontinued in 2006, and came back into its original 1990 shape. Tiny Toast had a comeback tour. Next up, Butterfinger BBs and The Simpsons. You
True.
said that is correct. It began in 1992 and were roughly marble size and were advertised by The Simpsons. Next up, Surge is the answer. The
Yes, I got
nostalgic.
it right.
Yes, good job, Coca-Cola, bringing it back. Next up, 3D Doritos returned, but was not the same as the lineup in the 90s, would you say?
I said Baby Thunderdome.
In a court of law, you would have said?
True.
That is correct. Doritos 3D Crunch returned with flavors including spicy ranch, chili cheese nacho, and it made a comeback and without the wardrobe reboot. All right, next up, you said?
Altoid Sours.
That's right. They were discontinued. They were a cult favorite, discontinued candy, and Retro Sours later produced iconic candy and nostalgic flavors like tangerine,
Yeah.
mango, and citrus.
You can actually find Altoid Sours and Cream Savers at Five Below. They have retro candy there.
I really want some Altoid Sours. This was a good one. I love sour candy. Next up, this was Cinnamon Toast Crunch was discontinued, but General Mills brought it back as Cinnamon Toast Crunch. What'd you say?
I said Baby Thunderdome.
In a court of law, you would have said?
True.
No, it's actually false.
Oh.
This is the trap, Mel. French Toast Crunch did return, but General Mills brought it back in its original mini toast shape.
Fancy.
Not the square Cinnamon Toast Crunch restyle. style shape. I feel like they're both kind of very similar.
Yes.
Next up, clear soda. You said?
I said Crystal Pepsi.
God bless
But I feel like it's
America.
clear-
You got that right.
Did I? I was tossed up between Clearly Canadian.
Crystal Pepsi launched in the 1990s and was discontinued later on. How did you do?
Speaking of 1990s, I got a 90.
All right. It's still an A with me. You're doing great, sweetie. Let's go to Capybara Cafe.
I can't.
Looking for your wild side with a gentle twist, Sonnies? Say hello to the Capybara Cafe, Florida's most unforgettable animal experience. Get up close and personal with capybaras, reptiles, and the cutest exotic creatures around, all while learning, laughing, and making a real impact. Every visit supports animal shelters, provides sustainability, and delivers educational magic for the whole fam. So don't just scroll, scurry over to thecapybaracafe.com and book your encounter now. The Capybara Cafe, where curiosity lives and your wild heart gets to roam. All right, we've got the Boat Drinks Meme It or Leave It today. You excited about today's Meme It or Leave It?
I think one time we should let me read about 5 memes that I find online out loud.
Oh, meaning like we would
live.
We would do what? We would go to your page
I
and
would
like
read
do
them
a
while
live
we're on the show.
I mean, basically, I do take some of like today. I do have some like this first one here. This is from your page. My toxic trait is I assume people have common sense and then get mad when they don't.
Yeah, that is my page.
Yeah, see,
You're
exactly.
welcome. That's what I
Next
do.
up, my childhood dream to pull one of these and leave my house mysteriously.
Yes!
How many times did you run away? I did all the
I don't
time.
remember.
I always ran away.
Mom, you'll have to let everyone know.
I did. I ran away. I tried, at least. I didn't go far. Next up, probably the most embarrassing thing on earth is having to answer questions from an electrician. Like, where is your emergency disconnect?
Oh, yeah.
Sir, all I know is somehow we have to put lightning inside the wires. That's
Yeah.
all I know. I don't know
mean
much.
disconnect? Like-
Figure it out, honey. Next up, I love films in like 300 where the main guy will say something like, "Get some sleep, for tomorrow we battle to death." And everyone goes to sleep in a deep sleep in some wet grass, fully
Yeah.
clothed. I can't get sleep in a warm bed if I have 10 a.m. conference about call about to cut. And yeah, right.
That's hilarious.
Next up, I refuse to bookmark a website. I will simply use the far more logical system of keeping 400 tabs open on 32 browser windows until my computer crashes and then I can actually be free.
Yeah, that's me. I'm not bookmarking shit.
Next up, embarrassing how proud I am of myself anytime I manage to put my phone down so I can focus on the TV. And then somebody said, not looking at your phone while watching a TV show is like the new reading a book.
Oh, that's true.
It's so hard. I know. I literally have to yell at myself, like, put it down. Watch the show.
I'll go put it in the kitchen on the island and I'll leave it there. Get away from me.
Next up, this is so me. You ever send a detailed email immediately and go back to the sent box to admire it? Like, good job, me.
Yeah, I've
this
done that.
email is so coherent. Look at those bullet points. Like, I do this all the
Yeah,
time.
I
That's
do that.
totally me.
I'm like, oh, look at my
spends
work.
45 minutes crafting the perfect email, sends, and then spends the rest of the day reading and rereading the email. I do this all the time.
I do that.
Next up, if I'm eating in my car, please do not park next to me. This is a private table. Thank you in advance.
That's true. I hate when people do
Get
that.
out of here. I need a little space.
Sometimes I just want to eat in my car.
God. Next up, once again, betrayed by a public hand sanitizer dispenser containing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, or have you ever had one where the nozzle, when it comes out, is facing the, like towards the face and not the hands, and you push it and it squirts on you?
Yeah, those are relics of
Stupid.
more hygienic times.
Yes,
Oh
and
my
last
gosh.
one.
Last one. Thank you, Google Maps, for protecting the cow's privacy on this one. They
It
blurred
blurred
out
its
the face.
That's so funny.
So funny, like when we go to boat drinks with friends. Somewhere between lunch and legend, there's a place where the day slips off its mundane. Helmed by Captain Rob and Captain Whitney, part hosts, part legends, part beautifully orchestrated icons. This isn't just a bar, it's a daytime escape portal for people who refuse to live boring lives. Boat Drinks Bar is the vibe to thrive, to stay alive. You didn't plan to stay all afternoon, but Boat Drinks has never been concerned with your plans. Find your escape in Uptown St. Augustine, 123 San Marco Avenue, where the afternoons arrive fashionably late and leave comfortably transformed. Boat Drinks. I don't have
my
anything
burlap.
to soak it up.
On
other
my
than-
burlap.
We've got Mother's Day stuff
No,
here.
we're not soaking it up with that.
All right, we got Addie's Reddit rundown report. Woo-hoo-hoo! The crowd goes wild.
Yay.
Oh my God, that was pathetic.
It's better have damn updates. That's all I know.
This one is from our favorite subreddit, Am I the Asshole? The TLDR is, am I the asshole for calling the police on my coworker over a prank?
Oh, that depends.
All right, this is from
Give me the deets.
This is from a throwaway account, obviously for obvious
Like a
reasons.
burner phone.
Yeah, because obviously people read Reddit. So, all right, I am a 25-year-old female. She's I just started this new job at a front desk clerk at a hotel. I work the overnight shift. Ooh, tough one, right? I usually have a coworker. He's a male in his 30s with me, but he never really spoke to me. A few nights ago was my first night alone. Around 2 a.m., I notice a person in the parking lot. You can see the lot from the front desk. The lighting in the lot is terrible, so you really don't see faces until they get close to the lobby door, if that makes sense. Anyway, this person was just standing there, not moving for about 5 to 10 minutes. I thought that was strange, and of course, it creeped me out. After about 10 minutes of them standing there, they moved, I guess, to call the front desk because he moved his hand to his ear and the phone rang. I picked up on the other end and I just heard 5 buried, none found in a low voice, and then they hung up.
That's not funny.
At this point, I was terrified. So I ran to the back room and called 911.
Good.
I explained to the operator about what had been going on and then sent a couple cops to the hotel. When they arrived, one cop was talking to the person outside and the other one was at the front desk talking to me, telling me that the person outside was claiming that he worked here. I was so confused, but I also admitted I hadn't seen the person's face, just the silhouette. At this point, the other officer and the person from the lot came in, and it turns out to be my coworker, and he was upset, saying he would never have pranked me if he knew I was going to call the police and try to get him arrested.
That's not a prank.
I didn't go through with pressing charges, but I did tell my manager what happened the next morning. It's been a few days, and I guess he told the other coworkers what happened, and now no one is really speaking to me and giving me a bit of an attitude. I feel like I took it a little bit too far by calling the police. Am I the asshole?
No, you're not. You are not the... Anyone who thinks that's a prank... That's a sick, twisted person.
When does a prank stop being a prank? Like, what's the line?
When it's terrifying, threatening safety, or attacking, or just downright mean and nasty.
So let's start with the basic definition of a prank. A prank usually...
funny, like, harmless, like, joke.
Right. It usually has some sort of shared understanding, right? Some level of trust and a moment where everyone can just laugh afterward. I don't know where he thought this was funny.
This is not funny at all.
So what makes this a prank versus intimidation? I think this is totally
I don't think
intimidating.
this is a prank at all. I think this was mean.
Right. Does a prank require somebody to feel safe afterwards?
Yeah.
Really?
It should just be like silly and lighthearted.
What am I thinking about? I'm thinking about Punk'd from the Ashton Kutcher days.
Now, he got in trouble because they started to do risque things on the Punk'd.
Right, I know, and he took it
too far.
Took it too far, and there's got to be a line. I mean, to say something is like 5 buried, I would have been freaked out if that. And you don't even, because it reminds me of I Know What You Did Last Summer when the guy was wearing the big trench coat with the hook of the hand.
If I were her, I would have probably quit.
I would have quit.
I'm not going to stay and work with these people.
Look, and if I was the manager in this situation, that guy would have totally been terminated.
Fired. Well, here's the thing. If they're going to do this, what are they going to try next? And now the other people are acting like jerks to her, ignoring her. What are they going to do to try to prank her next?
I think that's really crappy of the other coworkers to treat her like that.
It's a sick, twisted sense of humor.
I mean, she's literally, her job is to protect the entire hotel.
First of all, the overnight shift is hard enough. You see enough creepers in a hotel.
Have you ever worked like an overnight shift like that?
No.
Like late at night? Some people do like restocking shelves or anything. Yeah.
I don't like to stay up late.
Yeah, I know. It's I just feel bad.
This is not even funny.
Let's look at some notable comments here.
Yeah, give me the comments.
You are not the bad guy here, but this man is bad news.
Yes.
He's in his 30s and showed up to his job at 2 a.m. on his night off to prank a younger female coworker. That is not funny. That is harassment, creepy, weird, and completely unprofessional.
Yes.
Boom, checking that one right
Yeah,
there.
that's true.
Comment number 2, exactly doing this to someone you have been barely spoken to is not a prank. It's just deeply creepy.
Yeah, it's like psychologically not right.
I know, right? You're not in the wrong. You did not know it was him, so you did not act maliciously. He chose to scare a young woman who was working alone at night. You could have been she could have been in real danger. You don't know, and reacted accordingly. He is wrong, and any coworkers defending him are wrong too.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What if you were one of those coworkers?
What do you mean?
What if he told you and he was like trying to tell you like, yeah, I really got Jordan last night. I scared her with the, blah, blah,
I'm
blah.
like, that's not right. You're a fucking creeper.
Would you
Oh
have
my God,
stood
my
up to
mouth.
him? Would
Yes,
you have stood up?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're
My
good.
mouth runs away with me sometimes. Like the fact that people out there think this kind of behavior is funny and acceptable. I don't say it was a guy working the night shift. It doesn't matter, male or female. It does not matter.
No, that does not matter.
It's human decency, and that's not funny.
If this happened during the day, would that have changed
No,
the
I think it's
situation?
still creepy.
I still think it's creepy. Yeah. Yeah,
Still-
I know. I mean, I really think it's. I feel bad for her because she was just put in such a position. She's never really spoken to him either. But what a calculated, creepy
I'm
thing to
telling you,
do.
this is not-
Who shows up? Would you show up at 2 a.m. to the gym
First of all, I'm in bed at
and
2
play a
a.m.
prank on Jessica like
No.
this? Could you imagine?
Now, if I play a prank on Jess, it's going to be funny.
All right, right. Your pranks
It's gonna
will be funny.
Yeah, funny and like smart.
As opposed to this like scaring, like
it's never okay to scare
is
someone like
this
that.
another episode of Guy Brain?
No, I think this is just.
I don't think it's excusable.
creeper
I don't think
brain.
it's. I mean, I think that there's a power dynamic here too. I mean, he's older, obviously. He's
He
a
has
male.
nothing better to do at 2 a.m. Go to sleep.
He knew that she was new, and he knew that she was going to be alone. That's the part that creates a very different situation here than just two friends joking around.
The manager. I can't believe the manager didn't fire him right away.
Does age, gender, and workplace familiarity change how we
No.
judge this at all?
Nope.
No,
Wrong
I
is
think,
wrong.
like you said, even if he was a
I
male.
can't believe the manager didn't fire him right away. Even if he was a male, it's still wrong.
Do you think he was just trying to be funny, or do you think he was trying to test a boundary?
All of it.
I think, it was,
in his mind he
I
thought he was
think-
being funny, but I think he's trying to push the envelope.
I think he was trying to test a
To see
boundary.
what he can get away with.
Yeah, like what is this chick going to be all about, and how far? I mean, he went way too far on this, right?
Call the police on him. She
I
should
think
have
it's
pressed
terrible,
charges. Taught
and
him
I
a
think
real
it's
lesson.
terrible that the people are giving her an attitude about this. It's
She
ridiculous.
should have pressed charges and taught him a lesson. Go sleep in the jail for a night.
So then, Mel, why do people protect the one that crosses the line sometimes instead of the person who was
Because
harmed?
they're going to make up excuses for this person. Like, oh, that's just his sense of humor.
Do you think
or,
maybe they knew him longer than this new girl?
yeah, and they're like, that's just his sense of humor. They'll make excuses for him. That's why.
I know. I think that's kind of crappy.
People make excuses for people like this all the time. Or watch, it'll come out. He has anxiety.
Do you think it's workplace loyalty that they're doing, or is this social pressure to keep quiet?
Social pressure.
You think so? Like they just don't want to deal with her because they now look at her like, oh, she's all drama.
They're going to jump on that train.
She needs a new job,
They're
man. That
jumping on the
sucks.
train of you're wrong, and everybody's standing.
I mean,
with
unless
him.
corporate can step in, the executive level can step in and try to protect her, maybe give her another hotel to work at. I think that she's doomed at this job. I think
is why-
this really screwed up her job, and she should be entitled for a payout and a new position somewhere else.
This is why when you work for corporate places, they have these stupid training videos you have to watch. Mm-hmm. One place I worked, it was about workplace violence, right?
Yeah.
And I'm watching this video, and it's a video of a person in a wheelchair and another person, and it said, "Do not abuse your coworkers." And it shows the person walking, just walk over and push the person in the wheelchair out of their wheelchair. I'm like, who would do this? But obviously it has happened because it's in a stupid workplace training video.
What the hell was
Yes.
this?
It just pushed the person out of the wheelchair. Like, who's going to do that?
Where were you working? Don't say it. I don't even care.
But the fact that it was in one of those videos shows you it happened somewhere.
Yeah, apparently they got the
This
idea.
is why we have to watch stupid videos for like a week straight.
I mean, sometimes people defend people by saying he's harmless.
That's
or
what I'm saying. They make
this
excuses.
is just his humor.
They
yeah.
make excuses for this stupid behavior
Yeah.
because the line between right and wrong has certainly gotten askew over the years, and I blame it on these things.
Well, workplace needs policies.
Well, obviously that guy doesn't follow the policy, and they need to follow their own policy, and he should be sent to HR. Whatever the HR has in store, because every HR kind of does different things.
Right.
But that HR director needs to follow that to a T, and he needs to be dismissed.
I
This
also-
is threatening another employee.
Yeah.
You're creating a toxic work environment. You're not protecting the employee. and you're going to let this man still work there, so you're protecting the crazy person?
So what should this hotel safety protocols should be also examined too? Because honestly, if that camera, you can't see faces in the deep dark
A
of
lot
night.
of them are like that, though.
We got to be able to get better security footage then, because this isn't keeping her safe. Like,
Where was the
I think
security
there's
guard?
a bigger picture here. Yeah, like where is the safety parameters of overnight workers? Because that is a creepy time. Nothing really good ever happens after
So
midnight.
have any of our Sunnies, have any of you ever worked an overnight shift? Let us know, and let us know like what safety was put in place for you guys.
Yeah.
I've just never worked.
I definitely
Where's the
100%.
security guard?
I think this is power. This is control. This is power dressed up as a joke, and I don't like it at all.
I also, because anytime you go into a check-in in a hotel late, if it's late at night, like if you're traveling in, there's always a security guard. So where was the security guard for this?
Well, and I'm curious on
what I
like
mean?
how 911 responded to this, because I'm shocked if he didn't get arrested. I don't know. Can you on this?
Yes, but she didn't press charges.
She didn't. Okay, she didn't press charges.
Because she said that. She goes, but I
Because
did not press
nowadays, like the
charges.
kids have these TikTok challenges where they kick the door really hardcore.
they get arrested.
And they're getting arrested nowadays. Yeah. So I think this kind of falls into that gamma. It's not a prank. You're actually causing fear and it's an unsafe environment, because Florida is a carry carry state.
I'll
Open
tell you
carry.
this. I'm going to use my favorite phrase here. Well, one of my favorite phrases. Play stupid games.
You win stupid prizes. Oh my God. Yeah, I feel bad for her, but she definitely needs a new job, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would have quit right away. I would have called my manager in the middle of the night and been like, the cops are here. You need to get down here, and I'm quitting.
Yeah, and like I'm gonna leave my keys in the safe, and then
Done.
that'll be
No,
all
I
for
would've
me.
thrown them on the counter and
I mean,
left.
because there's great places like the Floridian right now that are hiring, so she can get a job
yeah,
there.
good,
So that'd
yeah.
be perfect.
Go ahead, girl.
Or she can go and audition, because they don't just take anybody; they take the best of the best, which
Yes.
is at Panache. Every guest, every time. Since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, their guests, and community from scalp to soul, and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. The Panache difference is their carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to exceed your expectations. The same goes for their elegant salon space, dedicated to guest comfort and devotion to innovation and artistry. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar by aligning with Aveda's mission. You gotta get Panache.com and get with it, boo. All right, we are back, Sonnies, with Is This News? Mel has sent over 3 questionable news stories, and we are going to be the truth serum for her today and let her know, is this newsworthy or it's not? Mel will plead her case, of course. We have the first story here, Mel versus the machines. The AI story, she has to admit, is news. See what I did there? Sonnies, today on Is This News, we have a story that puts Mel in a very difficult position, because everyone knows that Mel hates anything about AI. She hears artificial intelligence and immediately starts looking for a rotary phone, a paper map, and a typewriter without emotional boundaries. But today, Melanie has to put down the anti-robot pitchfork for just 1 minute, because Mayo Clinic researchers have developed an AI model that may help detect pancreatic cancer on routine CT scans up to 3 years before a clinical diagnosis. And that is not AI wrote a bad poem about soup. This is definitely life-changing medicine. The model is called REDMOD, which stands for Radio Mics-Based Early Detection
Great job.
Model. Very fancy, very medical, very much sounds like a robot that asks if you've updated your insurance card. But here's the real headline. Pancreatic cancer is one of the hardest cancers to catch early, because symptoms do not appear until the disease has actually spread. Good news for this, that more than 85% of the patients are diagnosed after the cancer is spread, and the survival rates remain below 15%, according to the National Cancer Institute.
that's true.
So the good news of this story is this development could be taking Mayo Clinic all the way, and is looking at CT scans were originally read as normal and researching for tiny tissue changes that human eyes may not catch yet. In the study, researchers analyzed nearly 2,000 CT scans, and REDMOD identified 73% of pre-diagnostic pancreatic cancers at a median of about 16 months before diagnosis. That was nearly double the detection rate of specialists renewing the same scans without computer assistance. Now listen. Nobody is saying this replaced doctors. So let's get that out of the vernacular here. Nobody says a picture a Roomba in a lab coat wearing and just getting your test results. This is more like giving doctors another tool, another set of eyes, and another chance to catch something earlier when treatment may still be possible. Mel, tell us why you think this
All
is
right,
news.
so here's the deal. When it comes to AI, for this stuff, for the greater good of the human race, I support it.
Where do you not support
I
it?
draw the line when people use it for creepy things like role playing and cheating on their spouse and speaking like
Reddit reports. Yeah,
I
got
draw
it.
the line there.
Now I understand.
When you
Very
role
clear
play and
now.
you cheat on your spouse,
Uh-huh.
or you use it to write a bad resignation letter.
Yes, that's true.
where I draw my line.
Okay. Drawing.
But pancreatic cancer is terrifying specifically because it is often found super late. And what makes this more interesting is that AI is not looking for big, obvious tumors.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking for subtle changes in tissue texture and structure before a visible mass appears.
Okay.
That means it's not just seeing what's obvious, it's detecting patterns. This is where even an AI hater like me has to pause.
Uh-huh.
Because if this tool can help doctors flag high-risk patients sooner, then maybe AI is not always the villain in a Black Mirror episode. Oh, that series. Oh, my God.
I know.
Maybe sometimes it's the assistant standing quietly in the corner saying, you may want to look again.
So what do you think?
I think this is amazing. Anything with cancer related where they can use science to help us find things sooner, but I would like that it's detecting the patterns. So it's able to catch the patterns of the cells before they change and grow and metastasize and all these
Like
things.
the tissues were better, yeah.
Yeah, I say that story is news.
I'm going to agree with you.
We're going to use AI. I wish there was a way to make AI only for like medical advances and not for regular idiots that don't know how to handle it responsibly.
You got to pay to play.
AI and e-bikes. They're on the same list in my mind.
Oh, but
Same
could be
list.
good. Could be good in some
But
places.
for this, there needs to be a guideline for AI usage.
Well, another hot topic, Sonnies. What are you guys saying in the comments right
They're
there?
saying news. I could
All
already
right.
see the fingers typing.
All right, all right. Another thing that Mel hates talking about is microplastics. So, Mel versus microplastics. The tree has entered the chat. Sonny's on Is This News? We have a story that is going to test Mel's patience, her professionalism, and possibly her own will to remain hydrated. Because Mel is tired of
That's
talking.
hilarious. I just took water.
She's tired of talking about microplastics. She hears microplastics and she immediately starts emotionally leaving the studio. Her eyes glaze over. She starts scrolling on the phone. She's thinking about snacks,
You're
shoes,
not
and
wrong.
puppies. Anything that tiny plastic particles are doing laps through the human bloodstream. But today, Mel has no choice.
I like how I say you all these hate on myself.
She must defend Is This News because researchers have found that seeds from the Moringa oleifera tree,
Yes.
often called the miracle tree, may be able to filter 98.5% of microplastic particles from tap water in a system that mimics municipal water treatment facilities. And yes, Mel, I know you're bored already, but the tree just walked into the wearing a lab coat and saying, I can help you, boo. The study tested the seeds as a natural coagulant, meaning the way they help tiny particles clump together so that they can be removed from water. Researchers ran microplastic contaminated water through a coagulation, fluctuation, and filtration process similar to what water treatment plants use. The seeds performed about as well as aluminum sulfate, also known as alum, which is a common synthetic treatment chemical. Got it. Now, before anyone starts throwing seeds into their Stanley Cup, let's just get a wellness soup today. And this is not a DIY kitchen filter situation. The researchers say this method may be specifically useful for smaller communities, particularly places where aluminum is expensive or harder to access. The seeds are already grown in many tropical regions for food, medicine, and honey production, so communities that already harvest the seed may eventually be able to use them for water filtration too. So that's where this story gets interesting, because microplastics are not just ocean problems anymore. They have been found in air, water, food, and even inside human organs. GNN notes the plastic particles have been detected in examined organs ranging from the brain to the placenta, Santa, which is exactly the kind of sentence that makes Mel say, "Can we please go back to the Wedding Crasher story?" Mel, give us some details.
All right, so here you go. I want all the Sunnies to know that I'm exhausted by microplastics. I'm tired of hearing about them in my food, hearing about them in my water, hearing about them in the air. At this point, I assume my anxiety has a tiny zipper bag inside of it.
That's definitely
But fine,
plastic.
I'll defend this story.
All right.
Because this one actually has a solution. And
Okay.
I'm all about solutions, and this changes the whole conversation. A lot of microplastic stories feel overwhelming because they basically say, "Bad news, tiny plastic is everywhere. Enjoy your salad."
It's hard.
But this one gives us something powerful.
Okay.
Researchers tested seeds from this special tree and found out more could help remove more than 98% of certain microplastics from water in a treatment style setup.
That's awesome.
So it's not boring, it's really practical, and it's Mother Nature saying, "Hold my beer, move over. I got tools."
I think this is innovative, and I love that nature is taking its course and being able to do something for the
but-
I good. I'm saying news.
I'm saying it's news too, and here's my whole thing with microplastics. I feel like every couple years things come out, and I understand microplastics exist, and I understand they're dangerous, and I understand that it's expensive for these companies to package things in something else. I get all of this.
Right.
But things come out every couple of years, and it becomes the big thing, and it's just like, throw this in everyone's face to terrorize them and make them scared, and that's my problem with it.
Yeah.
Not that I don't want to learn about it, but my problem is,
Instilling the fear.
yeah, my problem is we're aware things are everywhere, but instead of just putting in our face, "Roar," it's in your face, say, "Hey, these are some solutions to it," like this story.
Yeah.
I'd rather hear more of that. Then it makes me really want to try to like remove some plastic from my house. But if I keep hearing over and
So
over,
this is more of an inspiring way to get the information
yeah,
out.
I like this better because it's a solution. Bring me your. I used to say when I worked as a director, "Bring me your solutions, not your problems."
Okay, so there is a solution for you, and
I
not
like this.
and not more of the
I'm
problems.
tired of this scare everybody tactic.
Well, maybe you're not going to get tired of this next story because we're going to take it a little bit locally here. 100 years young and still stealing the whole room.
Yes.
St. Johns County just recognized 2 World War II veterans, Bill West and George Skanzi, were both born in 1926 and both recently reached the remarkable milestone of 100 years young. That's
Yay.
amazing. The recognition helped head a regular Board of County Commissioners meeting and included local officials, young cadets, residents, families, and friends, and a ceremonial escort organized by the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office. Now, let's pause for 1926 for a second.
Okay.
That was the year NBC first crackled over radios. Babe Ruth was still hitting the king of baseball, and America was living inside the roar of the roaring 20s. And here we are, a century later, honoring 2 men born into that world who went to serve this country during World War
So
II.
cool.
George was an aviation cadet in the U.S. Army Air Corps and later in the Navy Reserves. He went on to build a career with General Electric and stayed active in local service efforts. And when he spoke to the crowd, he brought that perfect century-old sparkle, saying he enjoys being 100 because everybody just doesn't believe it.
I love that.
Bill was enlisted at 18 years old, served in the Pacific Theater, including with the 780th Amphibious Tank Battalion, later worked as a military police officer in the Philippines, and received the Distinguished Service Cross for his actions. So, Mel, I definitely think this is newsworthy.
Absolutely. This is more than just 2 milestone birthdays, guys.
Yeah.
It's 2 living connections to history.
Centurion.
The stories they have.
I
and
love it.
The fact that they're veterans. I'm telling you, I don't think we do enough in the world to celebrate the veterans.
You know this firsthand.
Yeah, I think it's important because how many people would have the courage to go out there and do what they did?
And I also love that the cadets were there. I mean, that
Yes.
image alone is just so powerful to see the younger generation and to honor
And
this
the fact
older
that
generation.
the city did something like this, it's huge. Clay Murphy,
Yeah.
Commissioner Clay Murphy said,
Give him his flowers.
"This is what built this country."
I love that.
I think that's so true.
Yeah.
Unlike other countries where they are, I'm going to segue for a minute because I saw this the other day and it really bothered me. There's a country, I'm not going to say the name of the country, but the way they do their draft,
Oh, it's sad.
with
I know
the
exactly
different colored
the one.
balls.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
watch these people melt and scream and kick, and they don't want to go.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, it is super sad. I mean, and that's why you have to be proud to be an American. I know that
Yep.
we're in just a different state of mind. I mean, our country is absolutely divided, but it's moments like this where the
Yes.
country comes together and honors
showing
these
that respect.
incredible veterans, and I think that that's amazing. I'm definitely saying that's news.
If you don't say that's news, you're not American.
We're going to question you. We're going to question you.
We're sequestering you. That's what they do to like juries. They put them away.
All right, so
Bin
we're going to be
39.
put away over at Bin 39 for a little bit of wine.
39, the hidden gem of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. This is your secret getaway to a fabulous time. It's tucked away inside the lobby of the St. George Inn, and this charming spot boasts a courtyard setting that's straight out of a dream at the north end of St. George Street. Their wine collection features over 85 unique gems, is a journey into the extraordinary. You'll find wines from both small and large producers. They're open daily from 8 to 8 and Thursday to Sunday from 1 to 7. You got to check them out. Bin 39.
All right, we got Hey Girl Hey horrible horoscopes. We got Sagittarius and Capricorn on deck today. Let's see what's going
Lord.
on with the wonderful world of the lovers known as
And what is the stars saying?
Sagittarius. All right,
here we go.
Sagittarius. You don't seek freedom, you flee accountability and dress it up as destiny. You call yourself adventurous because you're emotionally available with luggage. Sounds less inspiring. You're always chasing the next place, the next person, the next version of yourself, because staying anywhere long enough would require you to become real.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You mistake movement for growth, your opinions for wisdom. You mistake being hard to pin down for being interesting. The truth is, you leave before anyone can notice how little you actually know what you want. You keep a suitcase packed because the world is not calling. It's because the commitment makes you feel like you're in a cage. Even it's just someone asking you to text you back. So your optimism is not always right. Sometimes it's denial with better posture. And this week, Sagittarius, the universe is not asking you to run. It's asking you to stay long enough to face the mess that you keep abandoning. Ooh, truth serum.
That is truth serum right there.
Capricorn, here's my mom. All right, Susan, let's
Wait,
go.
when's Susan's birthday?
January 15th.
Okay.
You don't build success. You build walls and hang diplomas on them. You have made productivity your personality because stillness would force you to meet the empty room inside yourself. You climb, achieve,
Yikes.
organize, endure, outperform, and then wonder why nobody feels close to you. You call it ambition. Sometimes it's just fear in a tailored coat. You have trained yourself to be useful for being loved without earning it feels suspicious. So you overwork, you overdeliver, and you become the dependable one, the strong one, the one that who has it all handled while quietly resenting everyone for believing in the performance. You don't need another goal, you need a witness. This week, Capricorn, the universe is not impressed by your calendar, your discipline, or your little fortress of competence. It wants to know who you are when there is nothing left to prove. That silence you keep avoiding knows your real government
My
name.
God, government. I love that phrase.
Truth, boo! Oh my
Government
God,
name.
Sonnies, that's a wrap on this Thirst Trap Thursday. We chilled, we thrilled, we laughed, we thrived, and most importantly,
Finger guns. We survived.
we survived. Goose. That's amazing. We will
love
be
it.
back tomorrow morning. What time?
9 a.m. and the band's back together.
The band is back together. We got a Sheeman studio. We're going to be talking about all the things, and we're going to do a nice little special on Mother's Day. I'm excited
Yay.
about that, Sonnies. Hit that share button. We love you so much. Bye,
Bye,
Sonnies.
guys.
Share the show.
You got to share the show.
Share the show.
Hit that little
Arrow. Share. Just share the
Enough.
show.
Enough of the
Enough
song.
of the tutti frutti.
Freaking
Just share the.
share